base of Black worker power in Southern California, to join an alliance and in support of Black worker centers across Southern California regions, our unique regions, to build the field of Black worker organizing power in Los Angeles and San Diego, in Inland Empire, and supporting developing worker centers in the high desert and in Long Beach. We have a guiding North Star and a shared mission that we seek to accomplish: to increase Black worker power by promoting a unified strategic agenda for solutions to the Black jobs crisis, and to bridge income inequity and create positive outcomes for Black workers, essentially for those most vulnerable and marginalized Black workers in Southern California.
Ways that I think is really important is wellness. I think that is a regional need. I think that's what we've seen from the Essential Stories report, is that a lot of Black workers, regardless of city or region, needs more wellness resources and needs more wellness care. I think there's a really huge opportunity too for some data sharing and data collaboration. The Hub hosts over 23,000 emails, phone numbers, names of Black workers within Southern California. But I think there's a number of ways which we can continue to engage these members from online to offline and within each region, and continue to grow this database as well.
To support organizing, both digital and field organizing efforts, by engaging in the direction of existing Black Worker Center priority areas. This will look like continuing to support Black Worker Centers and building up worker memberships and base building efforts, the expansion of existing programs into regions like Long Beach, and building collective proficiency in digital organizing tactics like texting, phone banking, data analysis, and social media tools. In building worker power through policy, the Hub is committed to expanding the various policies that will affect Black workers statewide and investing in local and regional policy efforts that center Black workers and their issues.
I love most about this organization is we are completely member-centered and member-led. Some of the ways we are able to achieve this is having focus groups with very specific sectors where we find a bulk of Black workers. We have intentional conversation with them about the issues that they're facing, their worker rights knowledge, and what we could do to support them. One of the things I'm most proud of here at the San Diego Black Worker Center is we were the first organization to ever bring a Black Worker Summit to San Diego. We titled it Black in Front intentionally because we wanted to acknowledge that too many times than not, Black people have been left out of the labor movement, that their voices and the issues that are impacting them the most have not been a part of the agenda. And so we called it Black in Front, where we provided resources, education, workshops, inspiration, performing arts, a keynote speaker, food, childcare, parking, all of it for free, to not only prioritize Black workers, but to educate the mass on the state of Black workers here in San Diego.
Things that kind of like our crowning achievement starting in November of 2021 is our pre-apprenticeship program. So as of today, we have trained and prepared nearly 40 pre-apprentices with a 90% retention rate. That's huge. And many of which have gotten full-time employment either in the water sector or outside of the water sector.
I would personally say the Black Worker Center has got me out of my comfort zone. Being around positive people with the same ambitions and goals is a good drive for me. And I definitely feel empowered every day, actually. It gives me a drive to get up, get dressed, and ready to go every day.
Our former member leader, former organizer, and now senior campaign coordinator, Trina Traylor, once said, "I want BWC to be a household name," and it really stuck with all of us. The legacy of the Los Angeles Black Worker Center is a place where Black workers from LA, from all backgrounds, know that we can come together and achieve the vision of an equitable LA where we are thriving in vibrant communities. This is where Black workers got together and led allies to establish the first Civil and Human Rights Department in the city of LA. It's where we're connecting 1,000 Black workers to good government jobs. And it's a place where workers can feel seen and valued because they make their voices heard.
biggest takeaway, I basically developed more people skills, learned about hazmat, and learned about a form of unity. For the last 3 weeks, met a group of people that we were all on the same page, and we all got along, and we had one common goal, and that was to get employed.
So I initially got involved with the Black Worker Center through the UCLA Care at Work program. I joined their We Gonna Be Alright class, and that kind of got me the foundation for how Black organizing really takes place. What really got me directly invested in some of the work they were doing was through their Freedom Fellowship program, where I actually got to do on-the-ground work with the Los Angeles Black Worker Center.
Saying that Black voices matter, making that normative, making that part of our conversation here in California is something that I'm very proud of. And that work has gone on to create other worker centers in California, including the San Diego Black Worker Center and the Inland Empire Black Worker Center, which grew up out of the work after the LA efforts. When I came back to the UCLA Labor Center and established CARE, the Center for the Advancement for Racial Equity at Work.
So in the about 3 programmatic years of CARE at Work, some of our biggest accomplishments, of course, was mine was the Essential Stories report and also the outreach project. So we were able to directly have really good one-on-one conversations and follow up via text and Zoom and phone, and through the resource fair out in the IE with the then Black Worker Center planning table, with over 5,000 Black workers, and we're able to reach through one way and touch over I think closer to 20,000 Black workers in SoCal. And then associated with that outreach was the survey, which allowed us to release the Essential Stories report, which through the process we realized that we were probably the largest survey of Black workers in California.
We know that for Black people, from our experience in our community center where we meet and serve thousands of people a year, the majority of them are marginalized workers, workers of color, people of color, underemployed people, people who are experiencing trauma in the workplace because of their race, their sexual orientation, their gender, just for who they are. We know that having a job is not enough. We have to add in healing justice in the workplace because of all of the stresses, all of the traumas that Black people unfortunately tend to experience when they're at work. So bringing that lens is one of our main entry points to being a part of the Hub family. How are we bringing these modalities? What does it really look like? For us, Black Southern Indigenous wellness nature-based programming looks like drumming. And how does that look? We're with the Hub at a worker resource fair. And what did we bring? We brought the drums because of the physical, emotional, and spiritual connection and release that the drum does. And you can take drumming with you wherever you go. So, we are advocates for healing justice. Any of the traumas and pains and isms that Black people experience at work, our modalities step forth to help bring that into balance.
Because when we fight, we win. When we fight,